The following is a presentation of the Matt Talk Podcast Network.
You've always got time for short time.
Hey, it's Warren Lopez.
David Taylor.
Brent Metcalf. Johnny Hendricks. Tony Ramos. Bubba J.
Mike Golick.
Matthew Modine. The one and only Chael Sonnen. And you are listening to the one and only Short Time Wrestling Podcast by the often imitated and never duplicated Jason Bryant.
The familiar tones of Fargo, North Dakota, the 2017 USA Wrestling Cadet and Junior Nationals. We are getting things started here on day one. Cadet Freestyle starting first, the first time in a long time that we haven't started with Greco. Matter of fact, I don't even know when the last time we were, at least not since I've been coming here for the last 19 years. So I'm going to walk the floor and see who we see. John Sachs walking right in front of me. John, say hi to the people.
Hey, hello there, and welcome to Fargo.
John Sachs taking some awesome photos at tech-fall.com. So I'm just going to walk the floor from the perch. And Richard Immel's already done this on Instagram or Tweetface or Snapface or what. Richard, what's up? How'd you sleep last night?
I didn't sleep.
Why?
We had the Grand Prix of Spain going on last night. Started at 2 a.m. and it was fun. 7 gold medals in freestyle. All the guys looked really good. Really good.
So, over under the amount of times you'll be at B-Dubs this week?
I'm trying to go with 0.
I'm already at 2, so.
Okay, well, I'll probably go tonight then. Does that sound good? That sound good?
See, I pull the microphone away. You keep talking. You're supposed to stop talking when I pull it away. Have I taught you nothing? Probably not, actually, because we never actually worked in the same place at the same time. Anyway, we're going to be walking around here. Richard's just the object of my affection this week, so we might spoon later. Do I dare ask Taylor Miller a question? No, I think she's hard at work. We'll get T-Mills on later. So in the media row, we got Alex Steen from the Open Mat hanging around. We got the Kansas crew, the Ohio crew. Hey, oh my gosh, it's TV's Eric Knopfsnyder. Hey, welcome to Fargo.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
See, we got to work on the mic technique here.
All right. Now, how's that? The better?
A little better. So what are your impressions so far?
Oh, it's awesome. Having a great time, watching a lot of great wrestling. Can't wait for the week to continue.
Same here as we go through. I got a short week, but a lot of kids from PA, a lot of coverage, a lot of good podcasts. So overall thoughts about PA Power and what, for those who might not know anything about it, what's the pitch?
We're having a great time with it. Jeff Upson and I have been working hard trying to get the best coverage out there for all the PA studs that are here. As you said, we had a preview podcast that went really well. We're doing some great stuff here, doing some videos, some articles, some photos. All the content we can pump out for PA Power, we're going to do.
Awesome. As we're going to continue walking around, that was Eric Knopfsnyder, PAPowerWrestle.com. Next, we're going to, look, got some D3 in the house. Joe Galan, he's already been on one of my shows. No, we're not live. We're just recording it. Like, I'm going to post it later.
Pretend like it's live. Everybody, how we doing?
How doing? Yeah, so coaching with Team New Jersey.
Yep. Awesome time. Great staff. Great bunch of kids. Parents are awesome, too.
From a D3 coaching perspective, how many guys do you get a chance to look at and be like, I can pick this guy up, because there's no letter of intent in Division III. It's a deposit, and there's no scholarships. What's it like recruiting this as a Division III coach compared to other spots?
I'm nodding my head as I'm listening to you. I think it's more about building relationships and meeting coaches and just talking about your brand. We're obviously trying to sell high academics, and our school is awesome. Plus, this guy is. Sorry. Gary is regulating. High academics, high athletics, and we're looking for people who want to train hard. And if they're here in the summer and they're training and they're working, they're going to be doing it during the season too. So that's the right caliber kid.
Go Lions, right?
Go Lions, baby. Lions strong.
All right, now I'm going to keep walking. Now there's like 19 flow guys I could interview here. Spay gives the head nod. Nomad is geeking out over stats. Yeah. I just want to know what the video that you did with Mike Mal introducing Fargo. What is the name of that bar, that tap house? I was curious because it tweaked my information. My what the hell am I talking about? I don't know. Piqued your curiosity? Yes, piqued my curiosity.
It's called Luster Pearl. They're great guys. Good bar. It happens to be next door. It's also Willie's auxiliary office.
Aha, all right. We're good to go. Willie's auxiliary office. Not here to defend himself. First, Fargo, what are your impressions so far, day one?
It's massive. It's a lot of fun. So many wrestlers here, so I'm trying to dig into these names, these brackets like everyone else. Just trying to follow along. It's good stuff, though.
We'll see you all week. Andrew Spey, the master of the heat map. Now we got the two stars of Flow Wrestling Radio Live, the Nomad and Bracky, stars of the show. First of all, Bracky, you've been here a couple times at this point. You know, you're rolling here. This is just, it's business as usual, right?
Yeah, it's fun being back. You get back into the groove of things and living the dorm life and eating B-dubs every night. It's fun.
Nomad making another return. This is like, you know, for a wrestling fan like yourself and now a member of the media, this is like your kid in a candy store.
Oh, yeah, it's the best. I mean, Akron and Fargo are where the high school kids, you know, the stars of the future shine. That's where I get to find out who my future world team members will be.
Your future world team. See, I like how Nomad takes ownership of, this is our team. This is the United States. This is my team. It's your team, too. So, good notes. We're going to keep touring around. Again, the stars of FRL, Bracky and Nomad. So, make sure you listen for those guys. As we keep going, got some Team Illinois floating around here. As we walk around the floor, I'm going to give you a little stream of consciousness type of thing. And if I don't, I'm probably going to cut it off. So, I don't see anybody. We're going to keep going. Oh, hey, kids, it's TV's Adam Hall.
Hey, what's going on?
You're already losing your voice on day one.
It's bad. We're what are we, like 2/3 of the way through to the day? 4 more days left. I will be making a trip to CVS for some throat lozenges. I just need some coffee, you know. That's kind of where I'm at.
Coaching with Team New York, now you did spend some time up there, but you're sticking with New York, even though you're from Idaho, but you're coaching in Carolina. How the relationship still with New York?
I think it originally started when I was coaching at Columbia in New York City, you know, and got some relationships going that way. And when I got down to North Carolina, it was an easier transition, kind of an easy segue into getting on their staff, and it's been great. I like the guys that I coach with. So,
what do you think about Fargo kicking off day one with freestyle?
It's crazy. It's different. I like it, obviously. We'll see how it goes. I'd like to see the participation numbers for Greco after a long freestyle tournament. Me being a guy who wrestled both styles, you know, I would just be thinking that you're going to be here all week, but then some things change, I guess, when kids are here for freestyle. Then who knows? We'll see from, you know, kind of go from there. But it's awesome. It's exciting. Fargo every year.
All right, Adam Hall, get back at it. And I know you're busy, so we're going to keep floating around here on the dome. Little. I'm doing a roving short time here, so we're just going. Yeah. So who else can I bother as we walk through here? I think we got our man Cornell Robinson right here.
Where you going? Going to Mat 14, man. I'll be right back for another interview. How you been?
Doing good. We're talking about Team Pattaya. Rumor has it Cadet Worlds are in Pattaya maybe in 2018.
I need to go.
Somebody needs to be on that staff. Cornell,
They love me.
We'll talk to Cornell Robinson here in a little bit as we keep going here on the floor. I've actually only made one lap around the media table. I actually haven't talked to anybody outside of this little spot. But anyway, gonna keep walking and see who we run into. This thing looks like a taser, in case you're wondering. Yeah, people are looking at me all weird. Coming back around. We're back to. Oh, I'm interrupting your interview with my interview. Okay, I'm going to go over here now. I just interrupted Richard's show. So we're still walking. Oh, look, Zach Arrett in the house. Zach, got a few words for the Peanut Gallery. What's it like to be here kind of overseeing things from the official standpoint?
It's exciting to get a chance to watch a lot of great wrestling. There's a lot of great wrestlers here. So from a referee standpoint, it's a good chance to get to walk around and watch some of the referees from around the country. And they've done a pretty good job so far. So it's always an exciting tournament.
What about freestyle going first?
Yeah, it's an interesting change. I think it's going to be. I think from a freestyle standpoint, I think it's going to be really good. I think from a Greco standpoint, it's going to be not going to be so great. So I think you're going to see a lot of freestyle wrestlers maybe not transition into Greco after it gets done. So, but we'll have to see. But I certainly think this adds some excitement to the tournament right out of the gate. So I'm not sure about the 3 days for cadets. We're going to be in quarterfinals, I think, tomorrow morning, and our semis, pretty quick. So but then we got finals the day after. So it's spread out over the course of a few days. So,
big crew this year, Zach. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks, man. All right, we're still walking here on the floor. Nomad has moved to now calling the action on mat 1, and still drifting through. Who we're going to find now? Let's see. We got a Marable here. We want to interview Marable's hair, not Marable himself, but
it has a mind of its own. It'll talk.
I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, that's the best part of your wrestling's your hair.
I agree. It's what I'm known for. Not my wrestling.
So you've got a little bit of history here in terms of you were the first guy from the great state of Tennessee to win a title up on that raised mat. I want to say, was that 2004-ish, 2003, 2004-ish? Yeah, I don't even know. We're old now. Yeah, but what's it like to come back here each and every year? When you're coaching and doing different things.
This is my first time not competing here. So all the other years I've come here, I've competed, and last time was bad, but all the times were good. Now it's actually enjoyable to watching some of these young guys, try to get what they want. Win national titles, so it's actually really fun.
I notice you're floating around the guys from West Virginia, but you're coaching with Team Missouri. Is that a hard balance?
No. I mean, I just watched the West Virginia guys. They come up to our camps and our clinics, so I got to know them, pretty well over the last couple of years. But build a relationship with those guys, and I always, of course, want to see them win. So I'm supporting them and watching it. It's fun. Now they haven't had a wrestle Missouri guy yet, so haven't had that issue. So that's good.
Nick Marable, we'll let you get back to it, man. Thank you. And we're going to keep walking through the dome here. Now I'm standing in the middle. I'm going to go over to, I'm going to go up to the head table just because I want to bother some people. And who can we bother at the head table? Let's see. People to bother as we walk up the steps. This is probably the most uninteresting podcast for you guys ever. Oh, Bill Crum. Bill, what's up, man?
Well, Fargo.
I've noticed you're wearing. Are you officially a convert to Florida, even though you're from New York?
I'm actually from New Jersey. Spent 14 years in New York, and now I'm in Florida. Yeah, and I'm the team leader for the Florida team.
Yeah, it's like you go down there to retire and you get roped back into more responsibilities, right?
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Well, talk about what it's like going from one state. You were so active in New York State Association to now. It's different people you've known for a long time, but what's the change like been for you?
It's just it's slightly different culture, different approach to the sport, different approach to how they come out here and select the teams and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of an adjustment, but it's a good place. They're good people down there.
Let you get back to it. Bill Crum, team leader now for Florida. So I'm just, I never know what you're going to find when you run into people here. And now I'm going to go bother Sandy and Dort. As we're up here, I'm not going to try not to interrupt their conversation. But, oh, look, I have a microphone with two women who know something about microphones. How you doing, Dort?
I'm good. What's up, Jay?
I had to turn my hat around properly to be in Sandy's presence. Sandy, why do you always give me and Sam Hayeswinkle Go for Better hats on backwards?
It's not just you two. Because I asked the question, have you ever seen anyone look intelligent with a baseball cap on backwards? And a long time ago, Nick Simmons said to me, but Sandy, I am intelligent. And I said, that's not what I said.
Now, the one thing that we've been keeping track of, and all these years, I've been coming for on my 19th. You've been here a lot longer than that. As she makes an announcement, Dort, how many times do you guys outline that you're going to warn people about climbing over the railings and sitting in the maroon seats?
Well, at least 1,000 every time. How many times do we warn people about climbing the railings and the maroon seats? We'd like to say if you listen the first time, you wouldn't have to do it a second, third, or 12th.
What is the most interesting railing call you've had to call someone out on? Who was it that was climbing over the railing? You had to bust them one time.
It was a coach. And I saw him climbing over the railing, and I used my Judge Judy voice saying, what kind of role model are you? He didn't do it again.
Dort and Sandy, the voices here in Fargo. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to, I don't know, do we bug Moen? No, we don't bug Moen. We're going to go back over here. We don't know. We don't want to bug Moen because we'll get more talk about the Minnesota Twins. I'm not poking the bear, but he's still got to get rid of that creepy mustache. Anyway, Chris isn't here to defend himself, so I'm going to just walk away now. As we're still here, rolling through Fargo. We got some referees. I'm at the head table now. Now the decision is where to go to get more people. Because Richard's kind of doing the same thing, although he is actually going to sit there and just talk to people as they walk by. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to be roving. Oh, hey, kids, it's TV Scott Green. What's up, Scott? How are you?
How you doing?
I loved your pros so much that I included it on the show. What is it about that makes this tournament special for people?
I mean, it's Fargo. It's something that's the name is synonymous with national championship. It's got its own brand, and we've been coming out here for a couple decades. You get into some ebbs and flows, and everybody really enjoys themselves, and it's a nice culmination of the season.
One thing, you and I were in a discussion years ago when I was doing the rankings for Intermat about looking at certain styles and how they work with overall things. And you said something that was poignant, and I never really thought about it that particular way. It was like, if you're looking at Greco results to do folk style rankings, well, that's great. I'm coaching Greco wrestlers to wrestle Greco, not folk style.
Yeah, everybody's got a T-shirt that says summer wrestling makes winter champions, and I don't believe in that. Summer wrestling makes summer champions. This tournament is just as valuable to win in whatever style. You come to compete in the style that you trained in, and that's the one they're wrestling. So, rankings are for parents, rankings are for fans, and they're all good, but it's its own entity. Just look at it that way.
Glad I'm not doing it anymore. Scott Green, we'll let you get back to it, man. And keep going. We're looking for some Badger Max here on the floor. Jeff Jones from Wisconsin. Kanan Towns would like that joke if he's even listening, as we're keeping rolling here. Heading back towards the head table, going back and forth. I mean, I could narrate this whole thing for you, but I don't know. We got action all over the mat. 23 mats down here on the floor. And I'm coming back. Oh, and you know what? Emil is still talking to Angle over there. So we're going to have to just interrupt that interview here again. No, he's not. I don't know what he's doing. I would interrupt it, but I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep walking by Mr. Maccabee Games over here. And then we're going to run into one of the newest additions to the USA Wrestling team, Mr. Dave Matthews, 1T, not the musician. Dave, what's up, man? You've been out here for Team Georgia for a long, long time. Now you're like in an official capacity.
Yeah, I've been with Team Georgia for about 15, 16 years out here. So first time with USA out here, but, it's a kind of a different experience, not having a coach and worry about weight cuts and worry about kids getting the weigh-ins on time and all that. But it's a different aspect altogether with having to see how everything runs on the back end.
Yeah, and you don't have to babysit Derek and Sean either.
Very true. I don't have to babysit Derek and Sean. Yeah, that's a huge part also.
Yeah, there was a rumor floating around that Sean Haig is going to return as his true alter ego as Lex Luthor. Is that any truth to that?
We're hoping that Superman will show up and shut that down, but just in case, we've always got a little bit of surprises in there. So we'll see.
Starting off session 2 here, day 1. Dave, what is your role as you've been brought on in information technology at USA Wrestling, a department I used to work in, but what is your role? I see a lot of geeky code right there. Explain that.
So right now we're working on the new membership system for USA Wrestling. So at the start of the new year, we'll have a new membership system that will be in place with what we're doing. A lot easier to use, a lot more fun things coming down the pipe as far as what you can do with your memberships. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. And then I do a little bit of developmental coaching with the age group girls. So it's good stuff.
All right, Dave Matthews, again, 1T. No musicians, even though I've seen him a couple times. So I guarantee you he's a better musician, but you're a better coder. Yes. As still floating here on the floor in Fargo. Let's see, who can we bother next? I got Jason Powell over there. I mean, like, seriously. Then, like, Mike Mal looking like he's going to, take somebody out here. All right, I said I was going to be done with this episode, but I've been guilt-tripped into it by Taylor Miller, who's going to make another appearance on the show. You were on the show last year for a brief moment, weren't you? At Herd and Horns. Wasn't that our introduction to T Mills? Because this is your first week. Taylor Miller, she was at Oklahoma State as their sports information director for a while. Now, entering year 2 at USA Wrestling. Welcome back to Fargo.
Well, thank you. It's great to be back.
So soft-spoken that I couldn't even hear that. I pulled the microphone back. But anyway, Taylor, now that you've been through this once before, what are you expecting this year that you didn't expect coming into this last year?
I remember last year I walked into the venue for the first time the day before, and I saw 25 mats, and I wanted to cry. I was so overwhelmed. And so when I came in this year, I knew exactly what to expect. And now I know that I won't be well rested by the end of it. So
you've got to come with a preparedness of the lack of sleep, the long days, and the iron stomach of Buffalo Wild Wings. What does this week do to your system when you're working it? We know what it does to wrestlers, but people that are here sun up to sundown and beyond.
Yeah, it's exhausting. I mean, last year, my first day on the job was Fargo. So I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I'd never been to this tournament. I had only barely watched it before. And, yeah, I mean, just afterwards, I was exhausted. I had to drive from Oklahoma to Colorado that next Monday. And this year, I'm going straight to Junior Worlds right after. So, I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's something you look forward to all summer, and you know, like, what's going to come with it, but you end up having a good time because it's like a big reunion. You see everybody that you know and just kind of hang out and get to watch wrestling while you're at it.
Talk about Junior Worlds. I mean, boom, you're getting some international travel coming up. How amped are you for that?
I'm super excited. I've been kind of, like, waiting to get my feet wet with international tournaments, so I'm pumped. I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to start meeting people from other federations and things like that and just kind of start expanding my knowledge even more of, like, our younger wrestlers across the world.
What's been the best thing about, day one so far?
Day one. Well, I'm working on several things right now, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on the competition, but then I'm getting prepared I'm covering the women's tournament for the Grand Prix of Spain tonight, and then I'm working on my World Championship previews for Greco. So it's just kind of been, it's like flying by, though. So, I mean, I guess that's the best part.
T Mills at Taylor Miller USA. Welcome back to your home away from home, Fargo.
Yes, muchas gracias.
Because she knows Spanish, folks.
This show is part of the Matt Talk Podcast Network. For more wrestling podcasts, head over to MattTalkOnline.com.